not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Longhorns will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back, looking for help. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Pressure coming. Thanks to grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. You got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. The quarterback will keep it. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Offensive coordinators feel really smart when the run game opens, especially early in the game, because now everything is at their disposal and the defense is already on their heels.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. With the catch, it's Finley. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's inside the 40. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
And the Longhorns line it up with a first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Man, how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Lamb. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Buying some time. He'll pull it down and run. Looking for room at the 25. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
The Irish needing just inches for the 1st down. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. Breaks into the open. At the 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Irish! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This quarterback is so unique, and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. First play of the period, first down here. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
The Longhorns will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
They'll go back to work on offense. They're testing the right side here. Breaks the tackle. He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They want to run this quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Try to be more productive this time around. The give to the back. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
I'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking to throw for it. The throw to the outside is complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. They emptied the roster, but every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy 1st down.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
He's in open space downfield. Oh, it's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
And those are so frustrating when you're deep.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a 2nd look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Kick it away on fourth down. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Quarterback making checks. The give out of the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Power football with the run. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Longhorns will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one. Somehow it's 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Catch in the middle, it starts. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. On the move at the 30. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. And this one is perfect. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Come the horns. They've got it again on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Wants to go up top on first down. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
This will make the offensive coordinator's life easier, taking over first and goal at the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And in that situation, the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Georgia Tech is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Yellow Jackets fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Wants to fire on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Dances away. Time running out, and he goes down The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
You can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Here come the Irish, back on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
They'll send the back in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Here comes the Texas offense. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. From the gun, running back on the move. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air on 1st down. Steps away. He's going to take off. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Zings it complete to the right. Turning it on! What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And that's That's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
From the red zone, looking for a space. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long. Might be changing the route. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Longhorn. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Jet sweep pass. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. With that snag, he now has 4,000 yards receiving in his career.
And that's an incredible number to hit, man. Like, you've got to make play after play. You've got to be available every single week. And also, Jesse, this is a guy that's been highlighted in this offense. You know the football's finding him. It's going to go his direction, and he continues to still be a playmaker.
I think he's a product of the system, no doubt about it. But this guy also has tons of talent. I think you would put this guy in any offense, and he would make plays. 4,000 receiving yards in a career. That's outstanding.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
Leaves it with the running back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
See what they've got on second down. Quick completion to the right. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Off play action on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Connection to the right. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. A run for the quarterback. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Wants to go up top. Got his man. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Longhorns have their offense in high gear.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Got some room to run. All down at the 31-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time on target. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Quick completion on the out route. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback and the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rounding to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quickly out to the tight end. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Looking for space. It's Lamb. Got some room in the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Irish. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Nielsen. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Running back searching for a hole. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Notre Dame! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Nielsen. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And the Longhorns will try to pick it up on fourth down. Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, looking for the completion. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this